lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party. Roll up to the party, roll up to the...
Good evening and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this evening. It is Monday night and Brendan Rodgers has just spoken to the media in Zagreb. Before we listen to Brendan Rodgers, there's massive news tonight, and I'm absolutely over the moon with the current situation. We have up to 52% of our target of £2,000 for the Boxing Day live event for the One Celtic Fans View that I am holding for the Celtic Foundation. An absolutely fantastic organisation that raises so much money for charity, and the target is now £2,000, which is an absolutely fantastic target. Now, don't be rushed to try and put money in. It will go up in little increments now. It is just fine the way that it's went, so don't feel pressured into feeling that you have to donate, because that's the one thing that I don't want to do. I don't want people to feel pressured into donating, because it is a really, it's a heavy time of year for a lot of people, for everyone really. It is a heavy time of year, and the last thing I want to do is put pressure onto people to be donating on such a important time of year, and family and friends time of year. But anyway, let's jump into the community tab just to see what is going on, just to see how many people are in, and just do this just to double check. Time of year for a lot of people, for everyone really. It is a heavy time of year, and the last thing I want to do is put pressure onto people to be donating on such a important time of year, and family and friends time of year. But anyway, let's jump into the community tab just down. Right. Anyway, thank you to Lorna Gallagher, who's just put the Just Giving page up. I'll say hello to everyone in a couple of minutes or so, but first of all, we need to listen to Brendan Rodgers, because Brendan Rodgers has just spoken to the media, so we'll listen to Brendan Rodgers first, and then we'll dissect it and see what he's saying.
Another big game tomorrow. It could put the team into a position where it would look as if the knockout phase, the playoff phase, would be Celtic's. How big a match does this feel going into it?
Well, they have all felt very big in this competition. I think it's what we're so excited by, the opportunity. We've obviously in the first number of games done very well, and now we have a great opportunity tomorrow evening. So yeah, we're excited by the chance.
Telling the players to grasp that opportunity that's ahead of them, because making it to the playoff phase in this new format would be creating history.
Yeah, it is, but I don't think you need to tell the players. I think we're a very ambitious team, and we go into absolutely every single game to look to win the game. So and this game is no different. We always respect every opponent that we play, but we arrive here with confidence, but we know we have to get our work in and put the work in, because it's a level where every team has big talent. So and a country like Croatia, who's always produced really highly gifted technical players, we always will respect that. But we know that, and we've already shown in this competition, that we can compete and be really competitive in all aspects, whether it's technical, tactical, or the physical side of the game. So that's what we're looking forward to, that challenge.
You view Dinamo, because their recent form in terms of wins hasn't been great, but they've still managed to pick up 7 points in this league phase so far.
Well, I think that tells you everything. I think it tells you everything around that. If you can pick up 7 points in a Champions League format, then it shows you that you're a very good side. So yeah, there's some really gifted players. Butarina in midfield is a highly gifted young player who has talent, can travel with the ball, and is really good technically. Whilst they have other really good technicians as well. So yeah, at this level of competition, no matter what some teams may do in their league format, you know that the Champions League is always something that really gives a team an extra motivation. So for us, we're prepared for a really difficult game, but we also want to make it really difficult for them also.
Brendan, the progression and the improvement in the team in Europe has been tangible in terms of the results. You've been ticking things off, the big wins at home, the point away in Bergamo. Is winning away from home now the next big step, the next big box to tick?
Yeah, I think so, Craig. I think it's one where from last year we've been building towards performance level and results. And this year we've been fairly consistent with that in the main, and to win away from home, because you know what it means to supporters as well as the points, and you know that an away win at any level, but in particular in the Champions League, is it's a difficult challenge, but it's one that gives a real good feeling. So for us, yeah, it's the next step. Like you say, you go to Atalanta and you defend how we did there. That gives you a big confidence to know that you can go into any stadium and defend well. And for us, we hope that we can then bring our attacking game alongside that. And we know that when we do that, it gives us an opportunity to get that win.
You know what it takes to do it, Brendan. You've done it obviously in Anderlecht. So do you feel that the team's at the level now, the team that you're seeing just now, is at the level to go and repeat what they did?
I don't think there's any doubt. I think working with this group now and this team over the last 15, 16 months, whatever it is, I feel that we're in a really, really good place. And we I know we can arrive into these games now having made some big performances that we feel can get us big results at the level. So yeah, having won in Anderlecht, that was a great night for the team and the support. And like you say, we would like to give ourselves the best opportunity we can, and to do that is to look to win our next game, and it's away from home. So we want to take that chance to do that.
Individually and collectively, Brendan, do you think the team's now playing with maturity and a confidence in the competition?
Yeah, I think it's collectively, Derek. I think that at this level you need big performances. You know, I think that that's what gains you the confidence. And like I said, I take it back to last year, and I seen enough there to feel that we could improve. We have improved. And but we've improved as a collective, because a club like ourselves at this level, it really is about the team. And we've had some big performances in this campaign, which gives us that confidence. But we also showed, importantly, that we could come from a setback, which was quite a big setback. And that, as a coach and a manager, gives you great faith and hope in the players that you have. So from that moment, players have been brilliant. How they performed, how they've played, and we know that home and away, we can be a really, really difficult team to play against, and that's our idea. Make it really difficult to play against us when we have the ball and when we haven't got the ball.
Whenever you hear, Brendan, that the opposition is supposedly in disarray, as is being said of Dynamo at the moment, does your experience as a coach kick in? Do you become extra wary of that kind of narrative?
Well, I don't become wary, I just don't believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the reality.
That is, yeah.
You can never,
Well
when a team's in crisis.
Got to say, well said, Brendan. I've been looking at a lot of the, media stuff today, and a lot of the people on Twitter and people saying that, like, they've got 4 or 5 players out, 3 or 4 players out, whatever, it should be an easy win game. I'm glad Brendan said, yeah, don't believe it.
This is mould, that's always dangerous for me, and that's why I never think about it and look at it, because I always think it gives the opportunity for someone else to come in, you know, whether it's players that are missing or whether the form's not quite been good. What you know is, in Champions League, once the music comes, every team is motivated to win. So I don't necessarily fall into that trap, really. I just know that this will be a tough game for us, but we're ready for it, and we're excited by it.
Brenda, how much more comfort do you take when you're looking at your bench in these games, because it's going to be huge tomorrow night? Perhaps this time last year you didn't quite have those same resources. I mean, do you take a lot more from that these days?
Yeah, I think you can see from probably how I've been managing the team in terms of the rotation of the team that I have a real trust in our squad. The last time we played on a Saturday and played on a Tuesday night, we played Red Bull Leipzig, and we were brilliant on that evening, and that was based around the players and what they give and the physicality that we can bring at this level, plus the changes that we can make. And I think it'll be the same tomorrow night. You know, we have a squad that I feel that I can pick any team, and the quality's there, the cohesion is there, the structure's there. And likewise, if tomorrow night we need to make changes within the game, I know that I can bring players in and keep that intensity and keep the quality. So yeah, I think we're in a really, really good place. We'll always look to improve the squad as the windows go on, but where we sit currently, I believe we're in a really good place.
Coach, you have Edin from Croatian National Television. You have a big game on
Oh God, somebody say it.
Sunday against Rangers.
Tomorrow's
Tomorrow's game, is it more important for you in the Champions League or a big derby against Rangers? What do you think?
Brendan is now sitting looking going, is that cunt that used to be on the telly?
For you and the fans.
Oh, every game. There's no... Every single game is so important as a Celtic player and manager. And that's why and what we prepare for every single day. So we haven't even thought about the Rangers game yet. No, we were very much focused on our game at the weekend. Straight away after that game, we now really focus on this game. Because one thing that you can make the mistake of in football is that you can think of more than one thing. And for me, it's really about really focusing intensely on this game. So that's our focus. The minute it finishes tomorrow night, we can then get ready. We've got enough time to prepare and be ready for Sunday. And that is clearly a massive game for us. But tomorrow night is huge also.
It's a bigger game.
We discussed at Aberdeen last week the mentality of the squad. Do you get a real sense from the players that this is a team that wants to continue to keep on setting the bar, achieve more? And has everyone travelled? Is anyone left behind in Glasgow?
No, everyone is fit and available, and of course only a few players like Odin, who's obviously not in our squad. Apart from
Where is Odin? Odin's not in our squad. Where is Odin?
from that, everyone is fit and travelled. Yeah, the ambition is here. I've said to Austin when I spoke to him and before joining here, when you come to Celtic, everyone wants to come to Celtic to play in the Champions League and win trophies. And that's our job. Us that have been here for a long period of time, the players that have been here for a long period of time, we get that. And what we understand by that is you can never have a rest as a Celtic player. Every single day of your life, you're improving your game, and that's the culture that's created at Celtic. So the players come in, they will feel that. They want to be a part of that, and then they join the ambition of the club, which is to produce the best standard of performance consistently that we possibly can. And that's your day-to-day job. That's how we work, our mentality, our focus, and like I said, you see the mental toughness within this team, and that's something that obviously you want as a coach. You want to have players that can adapt to your style, that have a winning mentality, that are hungry to learn and want to win, and that's the environment that we have.
Austin, just how much are you enjoying the experience of playing Champions League football this season?
I'm enjoying it a lot. You know, it's growing up in a small town outside Philadelphia, playing the Champions League. It's a dream come true. So every moment I get to play for this club and play in this competition, I don't take it for granted.
Is it just me, or do you look at Austin Trusty and you think you're a 90s boy band just ready to just kick out on them?
What would it mean to you, and what would it mean to the squad if they did manage to get through to the knockout stages this season? How big an achievement would that feel?
I think it'd feel amazing, but I think we are prepared mentally to achieve that, and I think that's already in our mindset. We just need to go out and do it ourselves.
When you're switching between domestic football and European football, there's obviously a lot of differences in terms of how much time you're going to have on the ball, and tactically it's different. How do you find it switching between the two?
Not much of a difference, you know. I think the environment that we have, you know, in Celtic, it's every game has to be treated the same way, you know. So I think everyone, there's no different approach that I have or anybody in the team has going to this game. It's the same approach we have to any domestic league game as well. So it's just treating every game the same with the same intensity, and then you play your game.
The manager talked about the changes that can be made in this team, and the quality's still there, the cohesion is still there. How much confidence does that give you as a squad, that no matter who you're playing alongside, no matter who's in front of you, that you feel the team will still be able to compete at their highest level against every level of opposition?
You know, it's really good. You know, I think as a player to know that you back every one of your guys on the pitch, and who's maybe on the bench, and anybody can come in and make an impact. It's you know, as a player, it's really good because I have full faith and full trust in everybody.
Whoever give Austin Trusty that white jacket, when you see it, all I can think is these 17 stay now, man. Oh man, they need to get they need to get 3 or 4 of them out doing a Christmas tune with those white jackets on, I tell you. Anyway, yeah, so that was interesting from Brendan Rodgers. Austin Trusty, and that was interesting for Brendan Rodgers talking about the transfer window slightly, and a Zagreb, a Croatian journalist asking him about the Rangers game. Are you taking one eye off the ball with the game tomorrow because the Rangers game is a more important game? Not really. I mean, Brendan Rodgers just, what's the Zagreb Journal and other channels say? They're missing all over the pitch. Oh my goodness. Anyway, spice up your life, go to prison. What? Oh Jesus, stay at the chat. Anyway, right, let's talk about Brendan Rodgers and what he said in that press conference. Everyone's fit apart from Odom Ohm. And Odom Ohm's, I mean, I know that Brendan said about a month ago, that he was out injured. What kind of injury did he get? Because he's never been near the first team all season. So, anyway, I think him and is Norowski, has he travelled? Has Lewis Palmer travelled? I take it they've travelled. But anyway, Celtic do sit 20th in the Champions League, and the game tomorrow kicks off. It's an early kick-off. It's a 6:45 kick-off in mainland Europe, in Central European time. 5:45 Celtic Park time. The early kick-offs tend to be, I don't know, statistically we don't do fantastic on them, but anyway, hopefully we can get the win tomorrow. People saying, Brendan Rodgers was asked about the fact that people in the media are saying that the Croatians have got a lot of players out injured, and Brendan Rodgers just said, look, you have big enough squads in this day and age. I mean, when you look at our squad, when we drop players out, other players come in and they take their opportunity. Brendan Rodgers sees that the same with the Croatians. He said, look, it gives other people a chance that maybe don't get a game week to week. Now, there was an important message that went out today, this afternoon, for Celtic fans travelling to Croatia, and it was good to see some of the lads hitting Alicante last night. I hope you've had a good time. But anyway, Dynamo Zagreb, Celtic UEFA Champions League. Please, important information. There we go. Important information for supporters. Regrettably, we are aware that a number of incidents where Celtic supporters have been targeted in Zagreb. We are currently looking to liaise with the fans who have been affected, and we'll support their assistance where we can. Clearly, we would ask all our supporters travelling to be vigilant. When you're going to European away games, you never wear colours. You never wear... I mean, it's changed times in Europe, do you know what I mean? I mean, the ultras scene in European football is a bit more violent than it is in Scotland. And... you know, it's just crazy. I mean, even as far, I've never wore colours at European away games because it's too risky. It is far too risky, and I know what some fans in Europe can be like. Anyway, fans are not allowed to bring objects suitable for throwing: stones, lighters, coins, chargers, or mobile phone-related equipment, cigarettes. What? Oh, Jesus. You're not allowed to take mobile phone into the game. Well, that's going to be a good one. The objects might get taken away by security. Phone power banks are not permitted. The possession of fireworks, smoke bombs, firecrackers and all pyrotechnics is absolutely prohibited. They've got that in big capital highlighted letters. Due to the serious nature and the risk of safety, Zagreb police advise supporters to comply with police advice and steers at all times and respect the city during your visit. Of course they will. It's, you know, it is... bags up to A4 size will be permitted. There is no storage area, and then it gives you the map. And then the meeting point. There'll be a dedicated meeting point for Celtic fans around the Bulldog pub. The Bulldog. Who the fuck, mate? Who did? It's an English boozer Who decided that one? The Bulldog Pub. Anyway, that's where they're meeting at tomorrow before they walk off to the game. The stadium will be open from 4:45, 2 hours prior to kickoff. Please enter the stadium as early as possible, blah, blah, blah. Beer will be on sale in the stadium. Hurrah! You fucking dancer. Get in early and get a beer in the stadium. Absolutely crack it. Supporters with Category 1 tickets are advised not to wear Celtic colours. Ooh, interesting. Supporters with Category 1 tickets are advised not to wear Celtic colours. They're obviously sitting in the Category 1 fans are obviously sitting in beside premium seating within the Zagreb support. Interesting. Fans should use public transport to get to the stadium. No shuttle buses will be provided. Searches will take place in the entrance of the stadium. There is no face coverings. Celtic will have 2 liaisons officers at the stadium. They'll have 1 disability access officer, and we'll have 4 travel stewards at the stadium who would have flown over with. They'll fly over with the Celtic fans in the early morning flight tomorrow morning. And interesting. I do miss going to European away games. It was obviously one last season. But anyway, Chill, are you seeing my comments or are you deliberately ignoring me? Carly, or is that you're saying that to Chilpill? I'm not even reading the comments, Carly. I thought it was Croatia. It was reasonably safe. Chilpill, Croatia is not safe at all. You're joking. No, no, it's not that safe just now. Let me just check something. Nah, no. Right, that's fine. Just checking that. And check that. I think Charlie Nicholas just makes stuff up, doesn't he? Yeah, I'm not even going to give that the time of day because I think Charlie Nicholas is just making shit up about John Kennedy. He's not even getting the time of day. Anyway, I'm not staying on long tonight because my back is killing me and I'm up early tomorrow morning. Let's jump into the comment section and see what you shower of lovely people are saying in the comment section. In fact, we need to, we'll talk about the team, talk about the game tomorrow. I think that the team will be, after listening to Brendan Rodgers, he's obviously going to go Trusty, he's going to start because he's in there. There's going to be Cameron Carter-Vickers. I'm going to go for yeah, I think Greg Taylor will start. And then our Canadian will start on the other side. We look at the middle of the park, it's going to be easy. It's going to be Callum McGregor, it's going to be Rio Hitati, and it's going to be Paulo Bernardo to start that. And he likes to sound his own voice, Baz. Who likes to sound his own voice? Joseph. I'm not even reading the comments. I've just seen that he likes to sound his own voice. Gary's going for 3-1. Start getting your scores. Start getting your score predictions in the comments section because I'm going to go with Kyogo up front and I'm going to go with the normal 2. It's going to be Nico Kuhn and it's going to be Dyson Maida. That's my team prediction. It's an easy. The team picks itself. For games like this, it picks itself. The manager will make sure that he gets this game done and dusted. There's enough time for the players to, the manager said, but there's enough time for them to rest after this game and be ready for the Sunday's game. So I think that will be, Chilpill says, I agree with that team. I would go for that as well. Chilpill, it's the strongest team that he's going to go for Charlie Nicholas, Baz. Oh yeah, Charlie Nicholas. He likes the sound of his own voice. He talks some bullshit. I'm not even going to go into it. He's saying that people are bad-mouthing John Kennedy. I've never seen anyone bad-mouth John Kennedy. John Kennedy I've never seen anybody bad-mouthing John Kennedy, so Charlie Nicholas is just a fud. Anyway, that team is the strongest team that we can play just now. And when you look at it, he will bring on substitutions in the second half. It'll more than likely be in the midfield area just to freshen it up a bit. He might he's going to change the wingers. You can tell if you watch Brendan Rodgers now, in the first 20 minutes of the game, you'll see Dyson Maeda and Nico Kuhn swap sides just to mix it up a bit. He always seems to do it around about the 10-15 minute mark. And I don't know if it's a way of trying to confuse the team, or if it's just to break it up and see how the way that if he's just getting the dynamics of the opposing team, and if he's seeing if the players are getting man marked or not. But it'll be interesting to see what he does on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, it's tomorrow. That team, yeah, it's a cracking team. That's the team that's the only team that I think he'll pick. I don't think he's going to try anything too silly, and that'll be the team that starts at the weekend as well. It'll be the team that starts tomorrow night, and it'll be the team that starts at the weekend. 3-1 tomorrow, says Patrick McGarry. 3-1. Now Celtic are sitting in 20th position. Dynamo Zagreb are sitting in 23rd position, so they will know that if any of the teams below them manage to get anything, that they could be pushed into the danger zone. Celtic will know that a win will take them on to 11 points. Yep, they know that a win will take them on to 11 points, and I hope that we do get the win. That first initial, this away wins caper that people keep on going on about in Scotland. And it is the Scottish media. It's the Scottish media that keep on, the foreign media are not interested if Celtic have won in if they've won in the Champions League in the last 6 seasons. They're only focused on the here and now. And the fact that the media picks it up that Celtic haven't won, it's always the Scottish media. Oh, you've never won in the Champions League, is it? Well, you fucking look at Rangers. They were absolutely shite when they were in the Champions League. It's shite being Rangers. It's shite being Scottish. Oh no, they're not Scottish, they're English. Fucking get it up, you fucking shower of dirty orange bastards. Anyway, yes. Just in case you are watching, because we know you do. Anyway, Celtic being on 20th position, if we get the win tomorrow, it will take us up to the dizzy heights of 11 points. And with being the early kick-off, it puts a lot of pressure on a lot of teams above us. If we can get into 11 points before a lot of the other games kick off, it puts us into the top 8 of the Champions League. Gosh! Could you imagine that at the end of the game tomorrow, before the later games start, Celtic could be potentially in the top 8 of the Champions League. We can be in the top 8 of the Champions League, and I think that would be some buzz. And honestly, getting 15 points is more than achievable. More than achievable. I said at the beginning of the Champions League, Chilpil, you pulled me up in Lanky. You asked me what would I see is a successful Champions League, and I said the minimum of 12 points. We're this close to getting the minimum of 12 points that I said that we would get, and for me that would be a fantastic result, considering where Celtic came from before. Remember, we can beat them. We've got it in us to beat them. We just need to perform on the day and hope that there's no silly little mistakes. Gary, we're never getting to the final. We're never. I'd love to win, but I'd love to win. I'd love a few goals. Chilpil, we need to score goals tomorrow, because when you look at the Champions League, I mean, I go on about it. I've been banging on. Brendan Rodgers has even spoke about it. Goals are going to matter in this Champions League format. In the league format, we're sitting on 0 goals, right? We're sitting on 0 goals. Feyenoord are sitting on -3. Club Brugge are -3. Dynamo Zagreb are -5. Real Madrid, who are 4 points behind, who are 2 points behind us, but 4 positions behind us. Real Madrid, £1.3 billion squad, €1.3 billion squad, and there's Celtic with its 120 million squad. Get out, yous. Nobody likes Madrid in Spain. It's brilliant. But anyway, Atletico Madrid are sitting on +2. So if Celtic were to score a couple of goals tomorrow, 2 or 3 goals, right, get onto that 11-point marker, it would put us at the lower end, but would be right up there beside Atalanta. And as long as Atalanta have not got the early kick-off, it would be like, we'd be up there. We'd be in 6th position. 6th position, could you imagine that? It would be like Celtic have arrived. But anyway, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, because I've got too ahead of myself the last game, and we never did it. But we got the draw, so that's all that really matters. Anyway, score predictions for tomorrow. My score prediction for tomorrow is... I don't want to make a score prediction. I think... Would Dave understand why you would take a draw? I said I should just stick to what I said at the beginning of the season. And at the beginning of the season, I called this one as a draw. So I think I'm going to say it's a draw. Has anyone got a ticket for a Sunday? Chilpill, I know a bus that got 30 tickets. 30 tickets. And the Joseph Rafferty bus got 30 tickets, which is it's a bit normal actually, a bit lower than what they usually get. But they had to go to a ballot for some of the folks, so some of the folk are going to miss out. But yeah, we got the bus that I used to go on had 30 tickets. So yeah, I really want to win. I want to win as well, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow till I get the team out. Once we get the team out tomorrow, I'll make a prediction then. It's going to be the same team that I said, isn't it? I think it will be a 2-1 win. I don't see... Draw your arse along the ground, says Jamie Brown. Draw your arse along the ground, you fucking rocket. Oh, you, if you're a Celtic fan, draw your arse along the ground, you bam, yeah. When we win tomorrow, the rankers will even turn up on Sunday. Who cares about them? We're going to annihilate them on Sunday. Anyway, I think I'm going to go for a draw. Imagine the buzz in the air if we collect all 3 points tomorrow. Carly, you will not be able to hold me down on the ground. I don't even know where I'm going to watch the game yet. I have no idea where I'm going to watch the game, because I may have to watch it in the house, because then I'll do a live right after it. Anyway, I'm going to go... I'll say a 2-1 win Saturday. I need to put it down. So... 2-1. There we go. Celtic win 2-1. I think it'll be a 2-1 win for Celtic. I'll take a draw all day long, but I just think if Huns draw the knuckles along the ground. Ernest, they do that. Anyway, we've done the one for that. We've done the fact that we've raised over £1,051 for the Celtic Foundation, the Champions League. We've done that bit. North Curve, done that. And headlines-wise, there's a couple of little things going around about transfers that I saw today. And it's saying that Celtic are in pole position to sign a player, but I'm not buying it. I thought it was a bit of a nonsense story, so I'm not going to give it much time. There's one coming out of Birmingham. It's the same story. It's the Chelsea player. I can't see that happening. Can't see that happening at all. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Right, there will be a video out first thing tomorrow morning, and then we'll be live 1 hour and 30 minutes before the game. I am going for 2-1 Celtic tomorrow night. I've had the team that I think that will play tomorrow. Oh, have I just shut the wrong screen down? Wait a minute. Yeah, we're still live. I've just shut the wrong screen down. Jesus, now I can't see anybody's comments. Oh my goodness. I don't even get a minute to get back into YouTube. Exclusive interview with Stephen McManus on Celtic, just released 3 minutes ago. This is because I've changed all the office around. There we go, we're back. There's the chat. Watching Cobblers. Bye, take care, all, says Celtic Bad. Baz, you're still on. Yeah, I know I'm still on. I closed down the wrong screen completely. I'll need to buzz home for work to catch the pod tomorrow, says Chilpel. Yep, make sure to join the podcast. We will be on early tomorrow to make sure that we can get the team as it comes out, and then we'll see what nonsense the troops have been up to in Zagreb. Anyway, on that note, just cut it, Baz, cut it. You know what I can do now, actually? Let me see, because this works. Oh, wait a minute. Since I'm getting too old. Oh, there we go. I can actually stand at the desk now. So I might... that's a lot better. That's a way better, man. You're doing a wee bit. There we go. That's way better. So I can actually stand at my desk now. Anyway, big thank you to everyone who has watched the video tonight. God, you could do this a lot easier. Yeah, it's a lot easier standing. Anyway, have a fantastic evening, Celtic fans, wherever you are.